was praising Chiblee for, I was saying Chiblee must be a good traveler because he flies out of New Zealand because he lives there, which means he has to take like a 10-hour flight to get anywhere else except Australia. But you could just swim that. You wouldn't fly that. But regardless, then he said, yeah, and I shit on the plane. You shit on the plane on purpose or out of necessity? Because on purpose is kind of crazy to me, but out of necessity is, I mean, what could I say about that? I can pass no judgment on that, obviously. If I feel it itching, I poop. I think that's totally fair. I will say I did hate you, Chiblee, for just a little bit when you were saying that your meta on the airplane is you wait until the lights go out. Which, by the way, is also indicative of how long your flights are. That on every single flight that you take, they do dim the cabin lights to 0. I don't know how much like intra-continental flying you've done within North America, but like on a lot of flights, they just sort of leave them on the whole time because it's only like 2 or 3 hours. But you wait until the lights go off and then you go take a 20 to 30 minute poop in the airplane bathroom, but it's okay because nobody's awake. I'm here to tell you that there is no reason that's justifiable for you to deliberately spend 20 to 30 minutes in one of the airplane bathrooms. Because there's like, the ratio of bathrooms to people is like 50 to 1. Now, I understand, I can't stop you from doing it, but I do think that there's no way that I could possibly justify it or like absolve you of the moral responsibility that you're eschewing by doing that. I gotta brush my teeth. He's moving the goalposts. I also, on the last flight that I was on, which was like 4 days ago or something like that, someone was taking a long time in the bathroom when I was gonna go. And this is a rare bathroom trip that it was me and I'm not bringing a 5-year-old with me to try to convince her to go to the bathroom so she doesn't pee her pants. And then, after a long time, someone with long curly hair came out of the bathroom and that shit smelled like artificial vape juice. That's all I'm gonna say. Is you, and they came out too with like almost like a smile on their face, like they thought they were James Bond or something like that. You're not James Bond. I know what you did in there. I kind of knew it on the way in just from the long curly hair, okay? But I thought I would show some respect for you, and that was my mistake. Fuck it, bro. Nobody lands GAT could. They were relieved they got a couple hits in. The other thing was they flushed the toilet, and they didn't come out of the toilet for like maybe 3 minutes after the flush. And there ain't shit to do in there unless you brought something with you. It should be a flush, wash, maybe 45 seconds to wash, zip up, dry your hands, and get out. But the 3 minutes, is insane. You talk like you're from Gatka, bro. Get ready for this. You can skip the hand washing. I mean, maybe this is, you got to blame the system for this one. I really don't care if you vape on the plane. Like, I'm not worried about the vape. What I am worried about is having a fucking panic attack when we're 35,000 feet in the air and the fire alarm starts going off because you were vaping. It's not a moralizing thing where I'm like, you should not vape. It's please don't make a klaxon ring out when we're on an airplane. Now, that's true. You can smoke cigars in your seat. They should have a balcony to vape on. That would be sick. I've had it with these mother frickin' vapes on these mother frickin' planes. That is pretty good. Samuel L. Vapes. I guess it would not be Samuel L. Vapeson because he would be like anti-vape, but you get the idea. What about edibles on planes? I don't do it because I don't do that stuff. But I also think my problem, A, is that I'm always traveling with my child. So that's irresponsible. But even if I wasn't, I feel like my problem would be the timing. Because I definitely don't want to bring it to the airport with me, just because that seems like I'm playing with fire at that point. So I'd want to take it like before I left my house. But then there's a chance that it would start to take effect before I finished my responsibilities, right? Like you have to be coherent until you get through security plus customs. And I guess there's also, I thought I heard a stream honker. There's also the chance that it would still be active in your system by the time you landed. At which point, I usually have to be responsible again. You either got to call the Uber or at least, you know, get to the car rental desk or something like that. I guess what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to mog you. I think at present, I have too much responsibility. But at some point in my life, I may travel when I don't have as much responsibility, and then maybe I'll revisit the subject. There's no way you can take an edible if you have a connection. I'm sure people are doing it, but that does seem like I want to be in a good headspace so I can actually relax. I don't want to be like, oh, fuck, we left 15 minutes late and my connection that was an hour and a half is now 75 minutes and I've never been to this airport before. Like, I don't want that shit running through my head. I just want to put on like a Channing Tatum movie and chill. All right. I will say they're going to hate me for speaking the truth on this. Not drinking before or during your flight is actually awesome. And you're going to tell me to shut up. You're saying shut up, shut up, shut up. You lose something. Don't get me wrong. You lose the buzz that you would get normally from the alcohol. That's obvious. What do you gain? You feel so much better when you land, man. When you land, you just feel like I used to think that, I felt so shitty after like a 12-hour flight. You do feel pretty bad, but like it's also maybe having like 2 or 3 pints before you leave the airport and then getting a little bit drunk and then sobering up on the airplane. That shit sucks. Not to mention the bathroom debuff. It's so true. Yeah, you're absolutely right. God forbid you get stuck like taxiing, and then when you hear the flight attendant come over the PA, you're like, that's normal. When you hear click, ladies and gentlemen, you're like, oh. The pilot only comes on the PA to blame somebody else for some shit that is happening to everybody. They always come on and go, we're up here in the cockpit. We're all ready to take off. We've completed our safety check, and we're ready to go. We're just waiting for those fuckers at ATC to give us clearance for a runway. So I hope we're going to have you up in maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, but sometimes this stuff just happens, folks. Really nothing you could do about it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. And you're like, fuck. Fuck you, Captain Johnson. They should not tell you, by the way, when your plane is delayed for mechanical issues. Like, I logically understand that a mechanical issue is not like a wing is about to fall off, but it makes you feel like that. Sometimes I'm sure it's just like, we can't get this one light to work in the cockpit, but they shouldn't tell you that. That is true. Well, you know what's great? Is that in Canada, the pilot usually comes on and says that, and then the chief flight attendant has to come on and do that shit in French, because I don't think the pilots are all bilingual. So usually the pilot goes off, he spins you a yarn, and then your flight director then comes on and does that shit in French. They ain't saying the same thing either. Yeah, they're saying Mesdames et messieurs, pour votre confort et sécurité, blah, blah, blah. I get the deal. SOS the same in every damn language. You know Ball? I'm a patriotic flyer. I like to fly Air Canada because it's one of the two airlines that principally flies out of Vancouver Airport. Not Air Canada Rouge? Depends on the fucking destination, bro. I need cover. What a shot. That's not a bot, bro. That's a bot. I just blew up your spot. What the fuck? Chill. Chill. He's gonna peek. He's gonna peek because he's gotta peek. Fuck this, man. What the fuck? Where's that coming from? They're definitely, like, the shots are kind of at me. At least some of them are. Have you guys noticed I'm actually kind of getting good at tab looting? And it's making the left nervous. Oh, fuck the fucking zone. Fuck that. Don't drink that. Get out there. Ooh. Terminator hands. Alright, one real kill so far. So far. What's that cool pill Gen X loves that isn't made anymore? Are you talking about Quaaludes? I don't know what you're talking about. It fits the bill. If this was 20 questions, I would assume you're talking about Quaaludes, because I've seen The Wolf of Wall Street. I don't think... Are Quaaludes really a Gen X thing? Not sure. It's definitely not Viagra. I don't know if you guys have been watching TV lately. I've been watching TV in 2 different countries, and I shouldn't even ask questions I already know the answer to. Are men okay? It seems like Canadian and American men, and I swear to you, I'm not trying to, like, make anybody feel bad. Why are so many young Canadian men ordering Viagra from online pharmacies, bro? What the fuck? Wow! Mogged. Like the Ozempic, I understand. The hair loss stuff, I understand. It seems like, and I know you're going to say it's based on your browsing history. This shit is in the Vancouver Canucks broadcast, but which actually maybe makes the most sense of all. Maybe it's hard to get hard when your hockey team is tanking. That might be part of the problem. I'm not looting this guy. I'm engaging in the firefight with the fella at the tree. Certified not bot, because he ran away from the grenade. Fuck it, I'll take what I can get. I guess, bro. You don't need these fucking bandages. Grab the frags. Doing okay on bullets. Grab the energy drinks. Grab the bullets. Huge. Oh, what the fuck? The fella? Don't lie to me, chat. You didn't see that guy. You need eagle eyes. That might be a real motherfucker, though. Anyway, I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. I'm just surprised that all the ads that I see on TV are for, like, how to get Viagra shipped to your house. Smoke grenade at the tree? Seems crazy. Might take a flyer on it. Also, I do have to say something, and I would say even this is like surprisingly pro-America. Believe it or not. Watching ads on American TV, you guys actually have less gambling ads per capita per broadcast than Canada does. We only have gambling ads. You have gambling ads and also ads for like pharmaceutical products and life insurance. Oh shit. Okay, that was a bot, but the shots were amazing. I will not deny that that was a bot. That was clearly a bot, but the shots were incredible. Hyundai, Rogers, and gambling. That is pretty much it. Someone threw a grenade at me. On the ice bridge, no less. Did they just add this to Arangel, by the way? I have no idea. I was pleasantly surprised that there were ads for things other than like 25 different online casinos. That's about all I got to say, to be honest with you. And that's so true, the man-made underwear. I'm sorry, man. I want to buy Canadian underwear, but this the man-made ads, the guys are giving me Impractical Jokers vibes. I can't, I just can't do that. I'm not suggesting that they're bad people. There's no way that I could possibly know that. But the ads have Impractical Jokers energy, so I'm just choosing to just get the Kirkland signature boxer briefs for now. Also, I don't really care, I guess, if you can skydive in your underwear, because I ain't doing that shit. We got Voldemort in this one, man. I'll admit the pants are very comfortable. Ghibli, were you here when I talked about I bought grown-up pajamas? They feel fucking sweet. I'm just gonna level with you. And you're gonna say, what do they feel like? They feel like a shitty pair of athletic jogging pants and a fairly shitty t-shirt, but it's okay because you're wearing them to bed. But I think they feel shitty because they're thin and breathable, which is what you want when you're going to bed and you want to stay relatively cool. But I made a huge mistake buying a set of heather gray pants. Let me just put it that, and I don't even think I need to say anything else, fellas. You know what I'm talking about. I think I'm gonna need to get a showy pair, which I already have, and then also a more subtle pair, like maybe a goofy pair, like some comical PJs. Like graphic PJs or something like that. Yeah, flannel, exactly. Something that's not, like, I just feel like the heather gray is coming on a little too strong. It's not always sending the right message. I'm glancing way too much at chat for this tiny-ass circle, man. I feel like there's gotta be some folks coming from here. Holy fuck. Should we open flash and clear? Probably don't need 8 Red Bulls. I'm not Chiblee. Who does he think he is? Chiblee? 8 Red Bulls? Who does he think he is? Chiblee? Come on, man. Be serious. Be fucking for real right now. That's a person. Oh, shit. He was knee deep in the fucking passenger seat, bro. Eep. I don't see you. That's a rock? I fucking see you. Oh, shit, but there's a car. No, I fucking see you. Now I've lost you. I fucking see you, bro. Which one of these fucking trees? It's that fucking tree. And you're a bot, so I have no fear. Confirm not bot, by the way. Repositioning. Fuck. Whoa, shit! That was right next door, bro. What the fuck? Are you fucking trolling me? I'm out of here. Your hearing's going? He's literally throwing his voice. He's engaging in witchcraft, and I'm being penalized for it. Ryan wins this one. Damn, we gotta get together for some PUBG casual, man. Not only did they add PUBG casual, where you can do stuff like that, didn't even have a damn helmet, man. We're in the final circle. They also made it so you can queue Erangel. Just by itself. Bro, come on, that's not real. I know. It's the PUBG Renaissance, bro. I also got 2 PUBG achievements in the last 2 days, which is crazy. Yesterday I got have every gun in your inventory be suppressed. He sees me. And today I was like, kill 100 individuals with like assault rifles or something. Bro, you got no helmet or armor. Whatever. Plus they added snow. Did you see that shit? They're saying, like, they're saying he might be the GOAT. Nine kills. Some of them are even good, if I may say so. We need high ground. I can hear Malf saying, just put me on a hill. Malf saying, just put me on a hill. Did that fall near me? see you. Changing zeroing. Shooting downhill. Nice try. I mean, you still got to get to the circle, bro. Bro, you got to move. What the fuck? Stun grenade? Three alive! The circle killed him. I checked the kill feed. One, oh my god, he's right there. That was a fucking crazy shot. That was a crazy shot. I can't even be mad. Let's see what this guy was up to. Oh, this guy's a demon. Worst kill cam of all time? Where does he see me? This isn't the kill cam you're spectating? My bad, y'all. My bad. I was like, damn, this kill cam is taking forever. All right, 14-minute PUBG win. Get ready. It's happening. I can, honestly, I still feel pretty good about that. There was some great play in there. "10 kills has to be a PB." It honestly might. I mean, Dan, you saw the fucking clip yesterday. Or 2 days ago. The moving car to moving car headshot is crazy. Now, was it pure luck? Absolutely. But it was also awesome. It is new PC. You can no longer queue only Erangel. They got rid of the Erangel queue. No! That's crazy. You gotta join Mr. New PC, Dan. Dan did text me, and he said, hey, what made you want to get a new PC, and did you get a pre-built? And I didn't answer the first question. What made me want to get a new PC was not games running like shit. It was anytime a game ran like shit, me as a human being being made fun of. It was the reason that it sucked more is that it's not even like a feeling of shame that you're putting out a bad stream. It's just chat exclusively becoming, oh, the frame rate's bad. What's wrong with the frame? Oh, do you have tessellation on? Do you have VSync? Try turning VSync off. Can you set frame rate to 60? I think it's stuck on 58.8 right now. Like, it's just chat being annoying made me get a new PC. But it was the right decision. And then the second part, I told him, yes, buy a pre-built. You pay a premium. Half of the premium is for them to build it for you. And then the other half of the premium is so you don't have arguments in chat over what parts to buy. Because I know the alternative to getting a pre-build is probably going, hey chat, what parts should I get for my PC? And that's a whole day down the drain right there. I guess we're gonna land at school, man. I remember the 85 last goodbyes, something like that. When they put me on the Wolverine up to Annandale. I was dropping with the boys upstairs when I heard about the whole affair. One day is worth it for like 5 years of a good PC. See, Dan, even if you get a pre-build, just discussing pre-builds leads to people like that having some oxygen in chat. So if you already weren't convinced by my comments, seeing it play out in practice might be like one more data point in favor of my course of action. Oh, good. EMT gear, a grenade, and a 4X. And the 3X. Could put the scope on the grenade. Not a bad idea. I had my own problems with the pre-built, though. Namely that I went to pick it up from the store, which was like a 40-minute drive away, and they were like, oh, even though we sent you an email that said your order's ready, that was my mistake. Your order's actually not ready. And I said, well, how long do you think it's going to be? And they were like, well, if you want to be safe, it could be like an hour. We don't really know. But it could be ready in like 5 minutes. So I would say like maybe just sort of like come back tomorrow. And I was like, all right, no problem. Then I got a call like, I drove home, got a call 3 minutes into the drive that I didn't know about until I checked my voicemail when I got home. And that was like, hey, it's ready. Fuck. Tomorrow? Yeah, don't make the same mistake. There's a fella in here. Thanks for the loot, bro. You got a backpack? No backpack. Shame. Then you went the next day? Yeah, I went the next day. Also, I don't think I ever told this part of the story. They kept asking if I wanted help carrying it out of the store. And I was like, I almost took it as an insult. I took it like, what do you mean do I want help taking it out of the store? It's a computer. And then wouldn't you know it, I picked that bitch up. It was heavy as fuck, man. It was so much heavier than I would have expected. But it was too late. I already pot committed to saying I don't need help carrying the computer. So I went beast mode. But I was not having a good time going beast mode. Let's put it that way. Oh, good. Level 1 backpack. You're too good to me. Need some 7.62. Let's get some fucking French toast, man. Bullet loops don't go on that. Extended quick... Why am I playing this like I'm going to finish this game? We're not going to finish this game. We're going to go... Like, we need to go beast mode once they close the circle up a little bit. We need to go fucking crazy. 8x on a sniper. Tall building, go crazy. Dan, can you not come into my chat and insult Transistor? Although what you said, actually, you told no lies, because you said you haven't played Transistor because you only play good games. You didn't tell any lies, because Transistor is actually pretty great. It's not as good as Bastion, if I may. And I actually, especially as time has gone on, I actually share in some of your Hades takes, which I don't think will surprise you. I think you're actually suffering from success, Stan. You're in a situation where you baited, thinking that your bait was so obvious that no one could get mad, but then your bait actually became true. Like, for some reason, as time has gone on, I've been becoming more and more anti-Hades. And I don't really know why. Played a lot of Hades 1, had a great time. Played a little Hades 2 and went, I don't know. Just not feeling it. I gotta go pee so bad, man. What do you think the odds are I go pee and I'm not dead when I come back? The thing is, we're about to find out. Yeah, I'll cop to it. I didn't wash my hands. Bro got the kind of stream of consciousness dialogue when he's playing PUBG that makes you call him Brendan Fraser. Know what I'm talking about? Brendan? Brendan made the game. Brendan Fraser's a fella. Fraser's an erudite son of a gun. You don't get it? Okay, whatever. Just thought I'd explain the joke to you. Brendan made the game? Yeah, bro. Brendan did the dub. I'm not gonna lie to you, what is it, 1:56 p.m.? I could tell, because the chicken potato is calling my fucking name right now, man. I think we're about ready to party. You're so food focused? Yeah, bro, because I eat breakfast at 7:30 and it's gotta hold me over until 2. That's a long delta. At least wash your hands before you eat, you nasty. Nah, Dan, they're talking to me like I'm Chicken George. Mogged. Who? Chicken George, season 1. That's me killing them. What? Okay. They crashed their they crashed their glider into me. That's fucking funny, man. That's fucking funny. They also turned off the engine so you couldn't hear it. Holy fuck, that's crazy. Well, no, I went spectate. Like, what is spectate gonna do, bro? They thought I killed myself. Holy cow, man. Silent running hang glider crashed into me. That's so crazy. And I get to go eat lunch now. That's sick, though. Honestly, that was a lot of fun. We're going to play more PUBG tomorrow because I'm sponsored to play it still, which is so awesome. It's so fucking sick. I'm doing the LeBron. I'm going, can't believe this is my life. And Jackbox, I know it's so crazy. PUBG Jackbox. What a day, man.